I'm Dara Ó, I'm the chairman of Raleigh GAA. I moved here 4 years ago, and we set up a club 3 years ago, and it's been tremendous now. We have over 250 on our list. There are probably about 60 active members, and there's never been GAA in Raleigh before. So there's actually quite a few Irish in Raleigh, and we're actually mostly Americans playing the sport now, so it's great.
So my name's Steve Shannon. I'm one of the guys who started the club 3 years ago. So had moved out to Raleigh in 2008, and it was the first time I'd been in a city without a GAA. I'd previously played in Detroit and San Francisco, and really wanted to start a club. We missed the sport, and I put some flyers out, and next thing you know, Irish came crawling out of the woodwork, and we got a great club, a lot of Irish guys, a lot of American guys, really trying to grow the sport in the Triangle, and doing a pretty good job at it so far. Year 3 in, and we've got about 80 guys registered and about 30 guys coming to training regular, so it's a good, we got a good start right now.
Gaelic football and hurling are the two best games in the world. Honestly, I think bar none. If you like ice hockey or lacrosse from a hurling point of view, I would ask anyone to Google hurling on the website, on Google obviously, and obviously to check out RaleighGAA.com. But also from a Gaelic football point of view, if you like soccer, rugby, basketball, and if you want to play a competitive sport with a great social network, which we have in our club, then I would ask anyone to join Raleigh GAA. And again, it's for, if you're based in Chapel Hill, Durham or Raleigh, I would encourage anyone to check us out, but also actually to invite your friends, because the similarities to soccer are there. But for me, if you want a more higher scoring game, a more competitive game, and also just it's a faster moving game, so I would encourage anyone to actually go out, give the game a go. And I can guarantee you, we've had like 60 people come out in the last 2 years, and nobody has not come back. Everyone's coming back.
As far as the skills go, there's a lot, as you can see, it's lots of running, but it's physical. Just being if you're a 80-pound marathon runner, you're probably going to have a hard time, because if someone gets a hold of you, it'll end badly. It's a lot of fitness, but it's a lot of physical play. And it's just quick. It's actually, I'd say the hardest part about GAA isn't the physical aspects of it or the skill aspects of it. The hardest part is that it's really one of the few sports that's 360 degrees. There's no offsides. There's no blind play. Your head's on a swivel. You have to know what's behind you, what's in front of you. Your periphery is all important in the GAA, and learning how to play that and play a 360-degree game, I think, is actually one of the harder skills to pick up. You don't have that natural slowdown or that natural compression of the field of view for the game, because the rules don't allow the game to only flow on one part of the field. It's the whole field the whole time.
Well, what's good about the GAA in general is, GAA is not very well known in America, but Gaelic football is a mixture between basketball, rugby and soccer probably, maybe volleyball, but it's really fun. It's cheap compared to some of the other sports around. And in our club, we train Mondays, Wednesdays, and we have great crack as well. On the weekends, we socialise, and we go on trips like this down to Atlanta. We go to Charlotte. We go to nationals every year. So no one really joins our club and leaves. So I think you can ask any of the boys here; they have a great time. And we have a ladies' team as well. We're trying to build a ladies' team. They train with us at the moment, and we also have a hurling team too.
So you know it well, but try and sell it to an American who's maybe never seen it, doesn't know anything about it. What's so good about it?
Like the main pitch I'd make for GAA, and the way every club I've ever been on runs, is that you remember back whenever you played in high school and you trained, and you weren't just coming out and scrimmaging. You were working for something. You were working as a team for something, and you were training hard. That's what we bring. This is not a rec league. This is playing to win. This is playing competitive. It gets back to what you probably might have missed whenever you got done with high school.
It's completely different to the GAA experience at home. So it's kind of I feel like it's something bigger. It's like real big picture, because the GAA at home, it's established, and you're obviously playing with my club at home, absolute pride in parish, and we won the county title 2 years ago, and it was by far the best sporting moment of my career. But I suppose the feeling here with being involved in the club here, it's about something bigger, because you're inviting more people to play again. Like for example, today, we had two guys playing, Devon and David. They literally joined the club a month ago, and they came out. They played soccer before. They gave it a go and said, "This is great. I really like it." So they came the week after, and then they came the week after, and they said, "Yeah, let's go. I'll go to Atlanta." And they played very well today. Like, to see someone come from like skills of like an absolute beginner to like really competing on a really competitive stage like that, that's something way bigger for me. And that's why I would love if we could feel like a team up fully of Americans, because it's like ultimately they're the ones that are going to drive the game forward, and realistically these games, if you compare them against any other game, they actually are like, for me, they're better than other sports.
One thing that's great about having a mix of the Irish guys and the American guys on the team is, you think back of I guess the analogy I'll draw for Americans would be hockey. Hockey's one of those sports that the really good players picked it up whenever they were 5, 6, 7 years old. I mean, they were on the ice right after they could walk. And what the Irish guys bring is, this is they eat, they sleep, they breathe GAA, and where we've been eating, sleeping, and breathing NBA and NFL and Major League Baseball, and so they really bring this passion to it, where they've been there their whole life, and I'll tell you what, the one thing that's great about it is that they see us seeing this new sport and getting just as excited about it, and they feed off of it, and I think that so that's one of the great things about getting to play with the Irish guys.
So what would your message be to Americans who are maybe looking at this game and thinking we could bring it up or take it up? What would your message be to them?
I would say, come out. It's really good fun. Like I said, no one comes out and doesn't come out again. Check out RaleighGAA.com. Go to Chairman Dara Ó as our main sponsor in Raleigh, and come out. Contact us at info@RaleighGAA.com. Otherwise, go to 7417 Pool Road, 6:30 on Mondays and Wednesdays.
It sounds like it's one of the best things you ever did, and it's a big part of your life.
Like, I'm 41 years old. It's my third consecutive last year ever playing this goddamn sport. But I'll keep playing it. It's great. It's I've made some of my best friends playing the sport, and it's just great seeing, especially, I know how much the GAA meant to me whenever I was away from home. And it was really nice whenever I started it up in Raleigh and see all these Irish guys come together who really didn't have anything to rally around, and see them all come together. And I know how important that is, and that felt great. That was almost as rewarding as getting back into playing football.